Here is Erick Bolling. You guys remember him?
Yeah, sad.
Relegated to Newsmax now
Yeah.
because of
I believe he was accused of something at Fox News.
Yep, had to leave. Trying to make a splash over there, and he's very concerned about the recent epidemic, and by recent I mean it got popular 10 years ago, but this is when it reaches right-wing airwaves. An epidemic sweeping the nation, and that epidemic is twerking.
Remember the Democrat Rhode Island state senator twerking upside down and posting it to TikTok? This is apparently the Democrats' best, but really, what all of this highlights is a generation of attention-hungry children who never grew up. And under Joe Biden, the woke mob left is in charge, and they're making America a laughingstock. Look at this. A parent forcing her child, who appears not to want any part of it, forcing him to watch radical LGBT activists. That's right, you guessed it. Twerk during Pride celebrations. What's with twerk?
Oh, my God.
Not only is this the moral decay in America, but there's clearly a twerking epidemic, and the left-wing mob is doing everything
He can't even say without laughing.
to keep the twerking going and corrupt our nation's youth. That's how they can radically transform America, folks. That's what they want to do, deprive children of their innocence, destroy the family unit.
One twerk at a time.
And of course, destroy faith. That's the left-wing plan. Right now in America, belief in God has...
All right. It's the same.
This is awesome.
It's the same thing over and over. I mean,
This is the greatest news channel ever to be created.
Greatest.
Our country believes it.
And it's so amazing, too, because, like, he talks about a twerking epidemic. Maybe it's just a little bit of an epidemic for you, Erick Bolling, because it brings up some thoughts that you might want to go harass another one of your colleagues at Newsmax this time. Oh, this twerking has got me feeling some kind of way.
Like,
where's that intern?
Professionally, I cannot talk about this. Like, I actually am, like, legally liable for this.
Right. He said that this twerking is contributing to the moral decay. However, apparently he sent unsolicited lewd text messages and lewd photos to 3 female colleagues at Fox News and the Fox Business Network. Apparently, that's not leading to any sort of moral decay. Just
Well, he wasn't
twerking
twerking in them.
Just the
He
twerking.
wasn't twerking in those photos. I will say I love this, thing that the far right does, especially on the news, where like we have a real problem, like a pandemic going through society that's killing millions of people, and they just like can't help but use the same language to discuss their fake problems.
I
like,
know.
It's just like we have an epidemic of twerking, an epidemic of cancel culture. It's like people are dying in hospitals.
Dude, like it's just hilarious to me too, because he has a real missed opportunity. If it's an epidemic, it's not. It's being created by the left. You've got to call it a plandemic. It's a twerking plandemic. I mean, let's be real here. Then you could incorporate all these things into one neat little right-wing messaging package.
I'm looking at this Huffington Post piece that broke the news on this, and it's just amazing. Like, he did this for several years, sending these photos. It wasn't even like a one time, like, oh, I made a mistake. It was like over a prolonged period of time, this dude sent, I don't know what they were, lewd photos. To me sounds like, I don't know what other sort of lewd photos a guy can send other than like a dick pic. But that apparently is cool.
Yeah, and he's married during this time. So according to his Wikipedia page, he's been married since 1977. So talk about contributing to the moral decay of the family. I feel for his wife, knowing that that Erick Bolling could not stop sending lewd photos to people who were not her.
Well, they weren't making it clap like they are now back in 1977, so you can understand why he's not like, able to keep up with the times.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty clear what the code word here is, that they just seem to really have this problem with twerking, and of course the only white people they find twerking have to be part of the LGBTQ community, right? I don't even think did they even show her? I don't even Iggy Azalea. I don't even think. Oh no, that's
who jumped to my mind when you said white people twerking.
That is a twerking white person, yeah.
Right. I mean, but like there are more people than her who twerk, and yet they always go to this
I mean,
these photos. And
Miley
these videos
Cyrus
of-
did it at that like I remember it being bad and her being bad at twerking at that MTV awards situation. So again, that's why I say 10 years ago. I thought that was all the rage then. We have new dances
Twerking-
now.
Yeah, no, twerking was like what we can't stop era Miley Cyrus,
Ugh,
like literally
yeah.
like 7 or 8 years
It was
ago.
embarrassing when she did that.
Well, I mean,
That was the moral decay of America. Bad twerking. I mean, get with it, people.
Most of the new dances
we're
now
a
are like
country of
flossing.
values. Only the best twerking should be exported from this country. Come on.
Exactly.
I was going to say, you know, we floss now, but they don't have a problem with that. But twerking exists at this intersection of like all the things that right wingers like don't like, obviously. But at the core of that is just like, you know, twerking is a thing that they associate with black women, and you know that's something black women are something that like are inherently oppressed by our society, and black women's sexuality is something that they inherently want to police. The idea that like white women are now twerking is just supposed to be a sign of that moral decay because it's something that is supposed to be only done by like the Nicki Minaj's and Cardi B's of it, but they're being shown to like these poor white babies who might one day choose to twerk as well. So you know, it really is it's like their Moby Dick.
And they
Like,
never
the
care.
popular twerking.
They never care about Trump's favorite lewd dance, those air hand jobs he loves to do over and over again. Why don't they ever complain about
no.
You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Unfortunately.
You've seen that dance, right? They never complain about that. That's the most disgusting display I've ever seen.
Really, we are not dancing our best. And where is the manufacturing gone? American manufacturing of dance gone.
TikTok.
Overseas.
We need to stop twerking until we figure
You know
out
who
what the
owns
hell is
TikTok.
going on.
The Chinese.
See, there you go.
I just took a guess.
Chinese are making us all twerk.